Alright, great. Okay, set up. Hi, good morning. Hope you had a good rest. Starting my stream earlier this week because I realized I have clash with my work schedule next week at tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, starting the stream earlier this week. Okay, yep. So in today's session, we will be continuing with our Lugia and Ho-Oh cross stitch. So this pair is for a client. So yeah, we will be carrying on with it. So yeah, have had to push forward today's stream because I noticed that there's a clash with my work schedule tomorrow. So decided to stream it today. So we will be doing cross stitching today. And for Gunpla building will probably be on a Monday or a Tuesday, depending where you are from. So yeah, I know I mentioned that I probably shouldn't be stitching white color on stream because it's not really visible for anyone, but yes, we will work our way around it. We will brave through it since it's the section that I am currently working on. But after this section, I'll probably jump over back to the Ho-Oh areas, so we will be able to see some progress of the stitching on stream easier. I'm currently stitching Lugia. I think the cross stitch design will come out very well because I've already done one previously. Hoping that someday I'll be able to find time to maybe stitch up a shiny Lugia. I think it will be pretty interesting as well. So yes, do let me know if you guys would like to see me stitch a shiny Lugia. I will definitely attempt stitching a shiny Lugia. So hopefully when the entire patch of white is done, it will be more visible. Yep, as you can see, it's coming out a little bit. Hello, hello. Continuing with my cross stitching today. 2 pieces going on this time round. Wow, nice. Amazing, amazing. That's a very high number. Good job, good job. It's quite a nice shot. I saw it. There's a lot of posing of all your different Gunpla. I especially like the area Gundam one if I remember correctly. So yep, currently stitching up a normal Lugia, and this is for a client. Let me know if you guys would like to see a shiny Lugia in future. I would definitely like to stitch one. And if there's any cartoon or characters you guys would like to see being stitched, do let me know, and I can plan something out for them as well. Yes, I think Gunpla content is actually pretty well to do and go in YouTube, in the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, for everyone on the stream here, bear with me for a little moment more. I'll be changing to a more visible color soon after I'm done with the white color here. Spider-Man. Okay, okay. I shall plan for a Spider-Man pattern someday. Okay, so yep, bear with me for a little bit here. I'll be done soon with the white color sections, and then we will move on to some more visible colors. Actually, I think there's still quite a huge portion of white to stitch, but maybe after this little bit more, I'll just change up the color first. So yes, welcome everybody to the stream. Very new to this streaming concept on the YouTube. So every day every week I generally stream twice. So one session will be for cross stitching, and one session will be for Gunpla building. Hello Kitty. Okay, can. Sunreal characters basically. I have people requesting Sunreal in my previous stream as well. There's like what's that? Kuromi, and then there's also the cinnamon roll. So yes, those are something I'll be streaming soon as well. Just need to go and get some patterns and design some ideas going, and then I will come up with something. Previously I have two pom-pom Purin design already, stitched it up and gave it away already. So yes, one of it is on my channel, I believe. It's in a video, very well edited and crafted by one of my friends. So yep, I'll probably do one more row of white and then I'll change to another color already. So yep, bear with me for a little bit more. So this section that we are currently beginning is the wings section of Lugia. The wings / arms that Lugia have. At the end of this stitch, these two patterns, I'll probably use some silver and gold string to fill the backgrounds up as requested by my clients. And I think it's pretty nice because it's representation of, you know, the game Heart Gold and Soul Silver in the Pokemon DS era. And hands down, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are my favorite titles of Pokemon games. Like every single game Nothing can be compared to Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Even till today, I'm still actively playing that two Pokemon titles. Okay, let's end the white color stitching here and start with another color. So yeah, it's not really visible on stream. My apologies to that. So yes, let's move on to a more visible color. Okay, I think we shall progress on with Ho-Oh first. And there's also some white color section on Ho-Oh, so I'll take note to avoid them. And yes, at the end of the day, both this Lugia and Ho-Oh will be pressed into keychains. Got a little bit of my string tangled, so yeah, I have all these coils of different colors all ready to go. Ah, Pokemon Stadium. Yeah, I think Pokemon Stadium, if I'm not wrong, it's quite a difficult game as well, right? It's one of the more challenging Pokemon titles. Pokemon Stadium. But it's only available in the GameCube or something, right? If I'm not wrong, for Pokemon Stadium. Okay, so we shall begin with progress on our Ho-Oh. But some of the tougher Pokemon titles that I've played, I would say we'll go to Pokemon Ranger and Super Mystery Dungeon. Ah, yes, yes. Definitely. Playing game on big screen is definitely very enjoyable. But yes, I've personally played like Super Mystery Dungeon and Pokemon Ranger as well. I think they are both very cool concept and definitely difficult games. Especially Super Mystery Dungeon if you're like a completionist. There's like 999 Pokemon that you will need to rescue and link and bond with or something. Honestly don't know how people do it. Especially at the later parts of the game when all the dungeons get very 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 tough. Think till a certain point of the game I'm just like, oh no, I'm not going to clear anything already. I'm like stuck at a dead end. Because it's really very difficult. The amount of time you need to get through each floor of the dungeon, and you never even know, like, you know, if you can find the stairs to progress to each floor. Sometimes like you're just running around until your entire expedition and team runs out of stamina. And then game over. Or like there's some random RNG in the map environment and your entire team is like weak to it. Really a difficult game, I would say. Very, very challenging. I would recommend it for anyone who's up for a challenging game. Super Mystery Dungeon. I think what would be cool is if they were to incorporate shiny hunting in Super Mystery Dungeon. Then yes, maybe I will put in more effort in completing the game in hopes of unlocking all the shiny in it. So yes, grey color is definitely more visible on stream, so we can see what we are stitching. Welcome everybody who's new to the channel. So yep, currently streaming cross stitching in this session, and down the week there will be another stream session where I will be streaming Gunpla building. So generally we have 2 streams per week, doing some hobbies here and there. If you guys have any requests, do let me know. Currently we are working on a pair of Lugia and Ho-Oh keychains for a client. Welcome to the stream. Currently cross-stitching a pair of Lugia and Ho-Oh keychain. So now let me throw this question to everyone. What's your favorite Pokemon out there? Out of the 1000 plus Pokemon, what's your favorite Pokemon out there? Do let me know. What are your favorite Pokemons out there? Yep. So I think one thing about cross-stitching that needs to be paid very close attention to, especially when you are working with small grid, is when you are jumping from sections to sections with just one string. Really have to make sure that you are stitching at the correct space. If not, it will be a terrible thing that you will need to do to resolve it. You will need to like trace back on where you are stitching and how the string runs and undo everything, which is an absolute nightmare. How are your weekends so far, everybody? Hope you all are having a good weekend and recharge before the work week begins again. done with this color. Sometimes I feel when you are cross stitching, when there's like a section with many color changes, I think you when stitching it's less mundane, more interesting, because you are not just working on one color, and you may even stitch faster at times. Because as you are going, you'll see the results and effects coming out, and you'll be more excited to go even faster with your stitching. At least for me. That's how I feel when I'm doing when I'm cross stitching, especially sections where it's just one color. Sometimes I'll feel like, oh, I'm stitching so slowly, man. Alright, so we're done with this color. Slowly we can see Ho-Oh coming out more. Let me end off the string here, and then I'll start with another section. Had to stream earlier this week because I realized that my work schedule actually clashed with my original planned out streaming schedule. So yep, I apologize in advance for anyone who may potentially miss this stream. Alright, so I think next let's work on maybe the main section, the head section of Lugia, Ho-Oh. So yes, it's two very similar yellow, so we have to make sure that we are using the correct shade, the correct tone. Okay, so I think for my plan for the Gunpla stream, I will probably do it at around Tuesday at around 8 a.m. 7 or 8 a.m. in my time zone. So for those who are living across the planet, it will probably be around Monday night for you guys. So yes, hope to see y'all around and catch the Gunpla stream. We'll probably be resuming on some of the painting work, or most probably just straight building on the stream, because it's easier for me to control what is ongoing on the stream. And if we have some progress on the painting work and whatsoever, then I'll probably introduce them, have a quick update at the start of the stream before we carry on with what is planned for the day. And yes, I think very soon I'll be working on the Axis model area dominator. I will start preparing the parts and all, so that my fiance can so that my wife can actually begin building it. Alright, so currently working on the head section of Ho-Oh. Hope everyone had a good week so far. And you are all recharged over the weekend and ready to take on another work week. We are all in this together. Thinking that maybe someday I'll stitch up a shiny Ho-Oh as well. And maybe have them available as a pair. Shiny Ho-Oh and a regular Ho-Oh. So yeah, Ho-Oh is definitely taking shape a lot faster compared to Lugia due to its vibrant color. As we can see here, we are definitely seeing more details on the Ho-Oh now compared to the Lugia. And yes, almost went into the wrong stitching area on that. Lucky I checked. Currently I'm stitching on a 25 CT cloth. Basically, if I'm not wrong, 25 CT just means that there's around 25 holes per inch. Yeah, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my understanding of the CTs when it comes to cloth. So yes, I may be looking to working with a tighter grid, so like maybe a 32 CT, because I would really like to see how far I can push the limit of making a detailed keychain in cross stitching. So my recent work, one of my more recently completed keychain would be a Pokemon trainer with a Suicune behind. So yes, let me know if you guys would like to see it. I have it at the side here. And of course it's up and available for anyone to purchase it. This area of the cloth is pretty tight. So yes, we will need to be careful and not stitch at the wrong areas. Welcome to the stream everyone. Currently streaming some cross stitching. And as you can see here, we are working on a pair of Ho-Oh and Lugia. Next stream will be in a few days time, and in that stream we will be streaming Gunpla building. So yes, do hop along and join me in my journeys of my many hobbies. So yes, after this head section of the Ho-Oh, we will be jumping on to its big section, B-E-A-K. So we'll probably finish a few more sections before I end off the stream. Do leave this stream a like if you are liking what you are seeing, and it encourages me to produce more streams as well and do more streaming content. Okay, so we are done with the head section of Ho-Oh, and now we will be moving on to its beak. So yes, just a small jump here, and we will be beginning with our big section stitching. So yes, we can see how well the beak will turn out. Okay, and then next on we go to here. And then back to this area again. One, two. Give it an up and go. And then get it over. And we are almost done with the beak. Very quick work of this section because it's not too complicated. Very straightforward. Oh, do any of you actually use TikTok? Because I may plan to stream on TikTok in the future as well. Ta-da! We are done with Ho-Oh's beak. So yes, this is a very quick section. And I think I may move on to a little bit of the tail portion as well to finish up this yellow color that I'm currently using. So yep, a small cut, and ta-da! And yes, let me progress on a little bit more with this color. One way I like to start a stitch is definitely to make a dead knot at one end. As long as it's able to hold on to the string and not come off, it's good enough. And then I like to trim this end tail a little bit shorter so that it's neater at the back when you look at it from the back. Okay, so the next one, it starts from this corner here. So yes, give it a go from this corner. And here one more. And then let's go up here, and then we will go through here. And yep, here is a little bit of the tail. I think Ho-Oh is really a very magnificent legendary Pokemon. Ta-da! One more small section done. So let's end off the string as well. So for ending off the string, I generally just, tuck it between like two of the knots, and then I'll just pull it through, and it's really secure. So far I haven't have any of it coming loose yet. So yeah, now we will probably continue back on with its wing portion. Oh no, my Gunpla fell over. It's okay, it's top coated and well. No damages to it. Okay, so I think I'll probably carry on with one more small portion of red before calling it a day for this stream. Thank you everyone who joined, and in the next stream we will be carrying on with Gunpla building of our blue frame Astray Blue Frame D. So yes, will be an interesting stream, so do catch along. That stream will be a lot more technical compared to cross stitching, because there's a lot more skills and techniques involved in it. So I aim to finish this pair off camera, and then hopefully when I'm like beginning my next cross stitching stream, I'll be able to resume my personal projects, showcase my personal projects here, because currently this piece that I'm working on here is for a client who ordered it from me, and yes, hope to finish it ASAP and deliver this pair to their new owners. So yeah, on occasions where I don't do a dead knot, I would usually use this method to start off my stitch. So I'll leave a tail end. Here, and then when I'm pulling the string across, it will loop around the tail end to hold it in place here. So I find this way of starting a stitch pretty effective as well. Just that sometimes the tail end may flail around uncontrollably, and then you will need a little more patience to hold the tail end in place. So as you can see here, each stitch is actually holding the tail in place, and it will be very secure at the end of it. So yep, you see, the tail end is actually secured already, and we can continue on with the remaining areas of this section that we are planning to stitch. So yeah, these are just some basic methods that I use, that I learn and pick up when I'm learning how to cross stitch. And yeah, it's very basic, but it's effective and it gets its job done, so why not? Yes, for everyone new to the stream, I stream cross stitching and Gunpla building. So each week I have one session for cross stitching and one session for Gunpla building. So I greatly appreciate if you guys were able to come and join me on the stream on this adventure together. So yep, now let's speed through this wing portion of Ho-Oh. And hopefully by my next cross stitching stream, I'll be able to go back to stitching my personal projects. unless there's a sudden like client order again. Then I'll need to work on those orders first. But if not, let's go back to work on our personal project. Currently working on a Chester Bennington piece for my cross stitching. Huge fan of Chester Bennington since I'm a young boy. He's my idol. And yes, for years and years and years, my phone lock screen has been Chester Bennington. So, yep. It's a very quick and straightforward section, but yes, we do have to be careful in not going too quickly because the string can get tangled up and we do not want that to happen because it's an absolute nightmare to untangle string, especially if they are this fine and small. When they get tangled up, it's really very difficult to unknot them. So yes, just have to be more mindful of going too fast so that we can avoid the strings getting tangled up. Maybe next stream I'll cross stitch like a Sunrail character or maybe Spider-Man. I think it will be quite cool. And here, one. Oh, I feel a tangle ongoing. Okay, nope. We avoided it. Lucky. Okay, and then here up. One more round. And we are almost done. We just have to loop back all these stitches and we will be done with the wing section. But yeah, I'll probably do that off camera already. So I'll be ending the stream soon, calling it a day, so that I will be able to get enough rest for work tomorrow. Okay, so a few more stitches and we will be done with this area. Hello, welcome to the stream. Currently cross stitching a pair of keychain, one Lugia and one Ho-Oh for a client. Hopefully I'll be done with it before I start my next cross stitching stream and we can get back to some of my personal cross stitching projects. One of my bigger cross stitching project ongoing now is a cross stitching of the late Linkin Park singer Chester Bennington. So yes, do stay around and catch me stitching it someday. It's quite an impressive piece. Blowing my own horn. And yes, we are almost done with today's stream after I close off this section. So next stream will probably be around Tuesday morning because my next stream sadly will clash with my work schedule again. So I would have to, start my stream on a different timing. But hopefully the week after I will be able to go back to my regular streaming timings and schedule. So next stream will be on Gunpla building. So if you are an Gunpla enthusiast, interested in getting some tips for your Gunpla building, do join the stream. And yes, you never know. And yes, maybe working on the area dominator, basically the Kshatriya Gundam from Axis model soon. We'll be prepping the parts so that one day when my wife comes over, we will be able to construct the Gunpla together. Do let me know if you guys would like to see that being done live on stream as well. I think it will be very exciting. Half the time you will just hear us, wow, this is so cool. And yes, final 3 stitches for this stream and we are done. We can definitely see Ho-Oh coming out very well. The vibrant colors of this legendary bird. Okay. And here we go. One last stitch. Oh, wrong area. And okay, here we are done. So yes, I'll probably finish these 2 off camera already, and by the next stream maybe you can catch me framing, maybe you can catch me doing the background, or I'll probably be working on a personal cross stitch project already. Okay, so yeah, before I go off stream, let me share with you how they will eventually look like. So I have a Lugia on display on my bag, but it's quite inconvenient to take it out. So yes, I'll show you a Ho-Oh. So yes, eventually this piece that we are working on will look like this. This is a completed Ho-Oh cross stitch. Okay, then yep, here's the back. You can still see the silhouette of Ho-Oh there. And another piece that I've recently finished that I really like is this trainer with Suicune cross stitch. This piece here. I think it's very cute. A small trainer walking with a Suicune behind. And then yep, here's the backing. You can see the backing is definitely more complicated for Suicune as there's a lot of color changes in the string. So yes, sometimes backing of some cross stitch may be a little bit messy due to a higher amount of color changes. But I always try my best to keep them well and orientated. So yes, these are how my cross stitch keychains look when they are completed. Currently have an idea of maybe having a backing to cover up the back. I do not know if it's a good idea, but yep, it's something that I may try. Yeah, thank you very much. So yes, when this whole piece is completed, it will look like this. And yeah, here are just some of my cross stitch keychains that I've already completed. So yep, we'll be ending the stream around here. Hope to see you guys around again and have a good weekend ahead and a good work week ahead if you're already working tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.